Hello, I'm Bob Simon from 60 Minutes. I'm speaking today with Dr. Harold Sackeim, considered to be the emperor of ECT, also known as electroconvulsive therapy. This is a controversial treatment for depression and many other mental illnesses. Welcome, Dr. Sackeim. Where did you go to medical school?
Well, I'm not a medical doctor. I have a PhD in psychology.
Cut. Let's leave that out. The viewers are too stupid to know the difference. Why confuse them?
Ha ha. Too stupid. That's funny, but true.
Let's start again. Welcome, Dr. Sackeim, who wants to put the sexy back into shock therapy.
I'm bringing sexy back.
Yes, I did see a provocative photo of you riding a cannon. It looked like a giant penis being thrust into your wife's groin.
Let's not talk about penises. Freud is dead and has been discredited. I'm bringing sexy back.
Wasn't there a doctor who brought the fun to ECT?
Ah yes, Dr. Christian Hagaseth. But his life is a pile of burning ashes. He sexed a patient, then partially lost his license. And then was busted, illegally prescribing drugs online. A teenager died. So he packed up his teddy bears and balloons and went to jail.
I see. That's too bad. The cute gown seemed like a nice touch.
We have pajamas that say, "I rode the cannon of love."
Ha ha, that is fun.
We give those to our patients as a token of appreciation. But they always forget to say thank you.
Gratitude is important in psychiatry, is it not?
Yes. We require this.
Let's talk about memory loss. Patients have been complaining about this, plus other brain damage, since ECT was invented by that guy who saw the pigs shocked into submission before slaughter.
There is memory loss, but it's very minor.
But didn't you come out publicly and admit that you had made up some statistics about memory loss?
Bob, let's take this off the record.
Sure.
I wanted to be the guy who was hailed as a hero, the doctor who finally acknowledged that memory loss does exist and can be devastating. But my colleagues ignored me. We have officially decided to continue to play it down. ECT saves lives.
Is there evidence that supports this? Studies?
Well, the studies have not been able to show a reduction in suicide, but in the field, we rely on anecdotal evidence, what we know to be true. This is scientific because we are doctors.
But you say the 80 years of consistent complaints from patients are only anecdotal evidence and are not scientific.
Bob, you have to understand something. When a doctor uses anecdotal evidence, it is science. When patients say it, it is nothing more than the delusions of crazy people. Our careers are made on not listening to our patients.
I'm not sure I understand. Are you saying mental patients are less qualified to talk about their own experiences?
Yes, I am. This is how psychiatry works, and we are very proud of it. Without this scientific technique, psychiatry might fall apart. It is too important to let that happen, so we do what we must do to keep it relevant. Plus, we all have mortgages and kids in college. My own son goes to Columbia.
Julie Lawrence of ECT.org has taken your studies and claimed they show how ineffective ECT truly is.
She is a Scientologist. Ignore her.
I heard she was a Presbyterian.
That is the biggest cult of all. They eat kittens and will steal your liver.
Linda Andre has written a book that goes into detail about the memory loss, and
another Scientologist or Presbyterian. This book should be banned.
You have Parkinson's disease.
Yes, I do.
And ECT is recommended as a valid treatment for this.
Yes. But let's talk about my research.
You were asked in a deposition whether or not you had taken ECT for your Parkinson's. You refused to answer the question. Why?
ECT has saved many lives and we will continue to help these desperate patients.
It seems that your silence on this leaves only two possibilities. You say one thing publicly, but in private you know ECT is too risky and ineffective, and you did not have it for your disease. Or, you had it, and it was a disaster, but you do not want to talk publicly about it, because this would tarnish its reputation.
I work at Columbia University. I am the king of the world.
Why not lie about it, like you did the memory statistics?
Bob, it's possible that you have mental illness and need ECT. You may be incompetent.
So could you sum up the ECT experience?
Yes, it is a life-saving treatment. It works well and there is very little memory loss. Isn't the loss of your prom date memory worth the cure from mental illness?
Thank you, Dr. Sackeim. Next week on 60 Minutes, join us as we travel into the basement of Eiffel. He has the largest home brain collection in the world, and we will be joined by protesters who claim he acquired some of them without consent. Join us next week for Stolen Brains, Stolen Lives. And don't miss a special interview with Charlie Sheen on The Early Show, here on CBS.
Charlie Sheen needs to ride the cannon.